Hi class! Today we will be reading the book A Sick Day for Amos McGee. While we read, I will be showing you how I ask who, what, when, where, why, and how. Let's get started. My first question would be, who is this story about? So let's figure that out. A Sick Day for Amos McGee, written by Philip C. Stead, illustrated by Aaron E. Stead. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning, when the alarm clock changed, he swung his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for fresh pressed uniform. Now, it says Amos McGee, and then it went to talk about him, so I am pretty sure that the main character of this story is Amos McGee. And that must be who this man is right here. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Now, what is he doing next? Well, it says he's getting ready. I wonder what he's getting ready for. Maybe he's getting ready for work. Ooh, now it says, belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. Okay, so he must be getting ready for work. Now, let's try to figure out when Amos goes to work. Let's see what it says. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. Next stop, City Zoo, the bus driver would call. 6 a.m., right on time, he'd reply. So now I know when numbers are in a text, that could mean time, and especially when there's helping words that say time. Now, we could probably figure out if this is the time by reading it. So it says 6 a.m., right on time. So I know it's talking about time, but I wonder what a.m. means. Now, he was waking up in the morning, so maybe a.m. means 6 in the morning. So he leaves for work at 6 a.m., so 6 in the morning. So that is when he leaves. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. Now, I wonder where he works. The bus driver said they were going to the city zoo on the earlier page. But, then it says on this page that he has a lot of work to do at the zoo. So maybe he works at the zoo. Let's see the next page and see if it can confirm it. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move. Okay, so he's definitely doing stuff at the zoo. Run races with the tortoise, who never, ever lost. Sit quietly with the penguin, who was very shy. Lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose. And at sunset, read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. So yeah, I definitely think he works at the zoo because he was there from day till night. Because it said at sunset, which I know that means till nighttime. Now, let's see what happens next. One day, Amos awoke with the sniffles and the sneezes and the chills. He swung his little achy legs out of bed, curled them back in again, and said, "Ugh, I don't think I'll be going to work today." Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friend. The elephant arranged his pawns and polished his castles. The tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up. The penguin sat patiently, all by himself. The rhinoceros worried that his allergies were worsening. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. Where is Amos? The animals wondered. Oh, I wonder where the animals are going. Looks like they're leaving the zoo. Later that day. Now what are they doing? Oh, it looks like they're waiting at the bus stop. Wonder where they're going to go. Yep, that was definitely the bus stop. they went to visit their friend Amos. Hooray, my good friends are here. The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought and thought before making a move. I'm too tired to run races today, said Amos to the tortoise. Let's play hide and seek instead. The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid beneath the covers. So it seems like they're visiting him and doing activities with him just like they had done at the zoo. Amos yawned. I could use a nap. The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. Achoo! Amos awoke with a sneeze. The rhinoceros was steady with a handkerchief. I'm beginning to feel much better. Thank you, said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of bed. Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea. Amos wound his alarm clock. It's getting late, he said. After all, we have a morning bus to catch. So Amos said goodnight to the elephant, and goodnight to the tortoise, and goodnight to the penguin, and goodnight to the rhinoceros, and goodnight to the owl, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read a story aloud before turning out the lights. Philip and Aaron Stead are the author and illustrator of A Bear Has a Story to Tell, a New York Times bestseller. All right, that is a sick day for Amos McGee. I hope this helped in teaching you how to do a think aloud and seeing and figuring out who, what, where, when, and why questions.